Hello, welcome to the Handyman for Your Life podcast episode number 16. Today I welcome Caleb Hahne from Hastings YMCA and also my personal trainer. But want to give you a little background of Caleb. He is a gentleman who lives in Hastings with his wife and 6-month-old son Luke.
Yep.
He grew up in Norfolk. He's the youngest of three. With a brother and a sister.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then after graduating out of Norfolk, Nebraska public schools, you went to Wayne State College.
Yep.
Okay. Where you received your major in exercise science and minor in nutrition.
Yep, that's right.
Okay. And then it says you've been married for over 2 years.
Yep.
Okay. And we talked, and Luke is 6 months old.
He's 6 months old now.
Okay.
Yep. Time flies.
Oh, yes, it does. And you've been working actually for the Hastings Family YMCA for 5.5 years?
Yep, 5.5 years now.
Okay, Awesome. And you have certifications in national strength and conditioning, certified personal trainer.
Yep, that's right.
Precision nutrition level 1 coach, and let's see, and then a National Sports Performance Association speed and agility coach.
Yep.
What is that exactly?
It's just going over the mechanics of speed and agility training.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, cool. So what got you interested in doing what you're doing today? What was the thing that started that?
Yeah, so when I was in college, I definitely always wanted to be a strength and conditioning coach. I was an athlete in high school, in college a little bit. So I've always had a love for football and, really other sports. I'll play any sport if you want me to. And I'll be there. So,
okay.
So I just wanted to be around athletes is what I really wanted to do.
Okay.
Yep.
And I know golf's one too.
Oh, yeah. Picked up golf in the last few years, and especially last year, started getting out a lot more, and I enjoy it. Yep. It's a good, relaxing time.
It's yeah, I understand it. It's a good time. It's comical with me, that's for sure. But, so, what was I going to say? With the YMCA, what got you to? First off, we'll start. How did you meet your wife?
Yep. So we actually met through a dating app. I was at Wayne State. She was at the University of South Dakota. Okay. And it was like kind of within the radius of mileage. So, we matched up and we met, and now we're here. We're married, have a kid. So I guess you could say it worked out well.
Okay. And you were telling me how you got to Hastings then?
She actually, my girlfriend at the time, she got a job as a physical therapist here in Hastings, and I just followed her, got a job at the Y, personal training job. They actually created a wellness coordinator job for me at the time.
Awesome.
And, it was pretty minimal. They gave me like 10 hours a week, and, it's really took off from there. I help with a lot of programming. Full-time employee now, and so it's came a long ways from 5.5 years ago.
Yeah, that is.
Yep.
And so how did we meet?
Well, thanks to Seth. He's a lifeguard at the Y. He kept on nagging Mark. He's like, you need to call Caleb. You gotta call Caleb.
Yeah, that's Seth for you. That's for sure. So at the Y, I know you do some things with children. What is one of your favorite things to do at the Y?
Yeah, so just specifically with youth, we have like a kids cooking club that we have, pre-K through 5th grade. I love doing that, working with the kids, teaching, kids now, they just don't have any of those basic cooking skills. So that's one thing that we really focus on, and it's all a fun time. Mark's helped a couple times with that.
Awesome kids.
So it's
lots
fun.
Of energy too.
Yeah, sometimes too much.
Yeah. But they're great kids.
Yep.
And I admire them for doing that at that age, because I would have not been even close to a kitchen, because I would have been in trouble on that. So I probably burned the place down. Yep. Okay. So what do you see? I mean, going from the Y, is there anything else you're working on with the Y? Is there any other programs coming up?
So this summer, I run a speed and agility camp, and that's where my speed and agility certification comes into play. So, and that's another thing that I do with youth. It's like youth ages 9 to 15 years old. Okay. So, and we just kind of set a good baseline, work on mechanics for running, work on their speed work, footwork, agility. That'll translate onto their field of play for whatever sport they play. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yep.
Very cool. What is the reason why you get up every day? What you do? What is your why?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Good question. So I would definitely say, just the lives that I change, the people that I get to work with. A podcast that you had a couple podcasts ago. I don't remember which one it was, but you were talking about the same sort of thing. You said why or what good do you do in the world? Like, are you just, we weren't put on this earth to work. We were put on this earth to change lives. So,
yes,
in my mind, yes, I'm going to job. I collect a paycheck. I don't make $100,000 at my job, but I truly feel like that I am changing lives, not just with youth, but I've worked with people from that 8 years old all the way up to 79, 80 years old. So I get to see the whole range of people. I get to help a whole range of people, and I absolutely love it.
Yeah, and I can tell you, it shows. Personal experience. So So what does success look like to you?
Yeah, that's gosh, Mark, even a deeper question. Yep. Once again, I'll go back to the money thing. At the end of the day, yes, we do need a paycheck.
Yep.
It's always nice to have more money, but money isn't going to give you any more happiness.
True.
So how I would define success is how many lives I change, I touch, I make a difference in. So
yes, I agree with you 100%. So perfect day. What does that look like?
Oh, perfect day. So probably getting woken up at 5 o'clock in the morning by my son, because he's been kicking in his crib for half an hour by then. So, getting up, getting to play with my son for a little bit before I head out the door, or taking the daycare or whatever. And then probably for myself, getting a workout in sometime in the morning. I'm usually in the gym by 6:30 or so, getting a workout in for myself. And then I would say, starting off with doing some personal training right away.
There you go.
Maybe kicking Mark's butt one of the mornings too.
I definitely eat it some days. He sees how much I eat on the weekends.
Yep. Doing some personal training sessions, that's probably the best thing that I like at the Y. In the perfect world, maybe getting out to the golf course in the afternoon. That won't happen during the week, but in a perfect world, I'm in.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. So what is that one thing that makes you lose track of time then?
Mm-hmm. Yep. I would definitely say lifting weights, just working out, listening to Mark's podcast. I'll say that they're too short, Mark.
Too short? Okay. You give me talking, though.
I enjoy listening to podcasts. So that's something I can honestly just start driving and probably lose track of time. Also, same side like golfing. I could probably go out golfing for 4 hours and like, are we done already?
Yeah, I hear you on that too. So. Okay. Here's another question that's a little deeper. What is a problem in the world that you don't think is being properly addressed?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Not to go too deep into like the healthcare industry, but I truly feel that our healthcare industry is almost backwards. We wait to fix a problem until it actually happens instead of preventing that problem. And once again, I don't want to get too deep in anything, but just in my profession, I just don't understand like why insurance companies aren't paying their clients to go get personal training, to go get some help, to even go talk to someone about their issues. It doesn't have to be physical. They should be addressing those issues first, and instead of happening until it's too late for them to change.
It's completely so.
Or they have to climb that mountain to get back to where they were.
Yeah, mm-hmm. Where if they'd have started earlier, they wouldn't have as much of a mountain.
Exactly.
So I agree with you. Caleb for president. So is there any organization or anybody you support that is making a difference in the world that you really...
Yeah, I don't have to go too far. This guy sitting right next to me.
I appreciate that.
This world today is so negative, everything you hear, and, we just need a bright ray of sunshine. That's kind of what Mark brings. He talks about positivity all the time, and follow Mark. He'll bring you some sunshine in your day.
Thank you, Caleb.
Yeah.
Okay, I appreciate that a lot. So who's somebody that's influenced you?
I would definitely just say my parents.
Okay.
They've definitely raised me to the man that I am today. Full of integrity. I'm respectful. I'm punctual. Mark said, "Let's have a 3:00 meeting today. I'll meet you at your house." I'm like, "Okay, well, I'll probably be there 10 to 15 minutes early because that's just how I was taught, how I grew up.
Yep.
You're late if you're on time, but if you're on time if you're early." So
right, the same way.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely. So okay.
Yep.
So in a day's time, what is one of the most challenging things you do?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I would definitely say, going back to the subject of working with youth, they definitely are challenging. It's a love-hate relationship for sure. There's times where they just drive you crazy and like, I can't wait for this day to get over. But as I finish a day, say like a cooking club session, and it might be a hectic day or a hectic session, and kids had too much candy or sugar that day, and they're bouncing off the walls and they're driving me crazy. And then, I get done and I'm like, just take a deep breath and it was a tough day, but after thinking about it and looking back on it, I absolutely love what I do.
No.
Yep.
I mean, it is making a difference. That's for sure. So, okay. So, okay. I've already asked you that. We talked earlier that what is something that you might aspire to in the future?
Yeah. Right now, honestly, I'm very happy where I am and what I do, but I won't ever shut the door on, possibly owning my own gym or, my wife is a physical therapist, and, a lot of businesses now are going to having like personal trainers, physical therapists, strength and conditioning coaches all under one roof. Yep. So they can work with everyone or work together with everybody. True. It's kind of the same field in a way, and they're all kind of working together. At least they should be.
Yeah, I agree. I think that'd be awesome. Mm-hmm. That's for sure. So what else do we need to know about Caleb?
Oh gosh. Well.
So you were the youngest. Did you get along with your siblings?
I did. Yes. I don't know if you can really say you always got along with them. But yeah. There was between like me and my older brother, there was about a 10-year gap roughly. Wow. Okay. So, I was definitely closer to my sister just growing up, just because, we're only a year and a half apart.
Oh, so, okay. Yeah. Very close together there. Okay, cool. That's cool. So, yeah. So how can people reach you? If they wanted to have you as the trainer.
Definitely. Yep. You can definitely email me at Caleb H. That's CALEBH at Hastings YMCA.net.
Cool. Very cool. So, well, I think if you don't have any more stuff, do you want to tell us all?
Yeah.
I think we'll end it right there. And thank you, Caleb, for joining us.
Yes, absolutely, Mark.
That greatly.
Yep. Thanks for having me, and we'll have to do a round 2 sometime.
Okay. Round 2 might go.
Yeah, a little bit.
More smoother than this one did. This has been another learning experience. So.